Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Reliant Regal restoration. This will just be a short video today. I'm going to try and bleed the brakes up. There is fluid in them, they do work, but I haven't bled them. So I'm going to try and do that today, and we'll see how that goes. First thing I'll have to do is get the wheel nuts off, which come off no problem at all. Now you'll see I've got two axle stands below this car just now, as well as I've got a trolley jack. The reason for that is that the trolley jack is holding the axle up higher while the chassis is resting on the axle stands, because they're at the highest point and I don't want to use the bigger ones because it's too high for what I'm wanting. So, first stage of this is go and get the other wheel off and get the bleeder tool fitted on. So I'll go and nip the wheel off and I'll restart this once I get the bleeder tool to hand, because I don't really know how it all works. It's a new tool, so it's going to be a bit of a learning experience and see how it goes. I have got the bleeder tool here. This is a draper tool. I haven't tried it, as I say. You fill this up about an inch below the bottom of the bottle with brake fluid. This gets connected to the bleed nipple. Open the bleed nipple, pump the pedal until there's no air bubbles in that pipe. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to start with the other side. So I'll go and plug it on. It's not worth watching that bit, it's not the best I've seen. But you'll hear me because I've now got the mic, so it sounds a lot better. Right. So, quite an awkward one to get into. And that's it connected. I'll get the key to open it. So we've got I use these sets of them. The actual ones for brake pipe keys, really useful. So to get this one out, it is, I believe, an 11. That's slackened. Now I'll push the pedal a couple of times and we'll see what happens. Get rid of this footwell first, out of the way. Right, I'll open this up so I can see the amount of fluid in it. Oh, I can hear something happening. See how much fluid or air bubbles is in that pipe now. Funnily enough, there's no air bubbles in it. So I'll give this one more press to double check. That's all good. We'll tighten this one up and it's on to the next one. You always start with the farthest away bleed nipple when doing this. So wherever your master cylinder is, pick the furthest away from it. I'm really surprised how well that worked. I had my doubts with this kit. Right, next one. We'll just release this so it lets all the fluid into the pipe. That's it all out the pipe. Right, this is the next one that's furthest for the brake cylinder. So, into here. Over the bleed nipple. We want the 11mm, which is that one. onto there. Now this one will be that way to slacken. So it's open a wee bit. We'll give it a press again. Need some more fluid in the need more brake fluid into the master cylinder, because you don't want to pull air in from it again. So that's another fill of fluid. Let's see how this, once again, no air bubbles. Make sure that's not falling off even. I'm quite happy with that, you know. So 11, and to be that way to tighten it. That's that one done. Just to get rid of that fluid out the pipe. All I'm doing is opening this cap so that it lets it release into the bottle. The front one, I'll go and reposition the camera, and hopefully you'll be able to see it happening. So if you give me 2 minutes, I'll go and move the camera and we'll set the tripod up. I think I might be able to do that. Right guys, so just wanted to check the camera was filming. So we've done the back ones, onto the front one, which is the closest to the master cylinder. So simply push over there with the pipe, grab the 11mm spanner, which is here. Give it a turn. Doesn't need a lot, just enough to loosen it. And then simply give the pedal a push. Oh, that's getting a really good, bloody hell. It's an incredible brake pedal. Right, so there's no air in that system. So simply take the key and give it a tighten. And as you can see, this one's slightly fouling that brake screw, a brake bolt fitting. So the way to solve that is right behind me for once. I have the keys for the brakes, or for my sockets, my spanners even. I got there in the end. So this is the spanner. That's just it's good. So if we pull this off now, and I should have covers for these. I will get some, I'll probably have to order because it's one bit I don't have. But that should be the brakes blade. So I'll take you guys out through there. The joys of not having the footwells in place yet. Still plenty of fluid in that reservoir, as you can see. So, cap on. Now usually I have to bleed this system 2 or 3 times to get all the air out of it. Let's just see how it is after one pass with the new brake tool. I'm impressed with that. That's spot on. Let's see that it actually moves still. That's brilliant. Right, we'll go and stick the wheels back on, because I'm still on the trolley jack. And we'll see what happens next. Remember my spanner before I forget it. There's a little plug to go in the bottom of this breeder, or brake bleeding kit. Just to keep it nice and tight, or to fit, well, keep the pipe the right size. So right, let's go and do the wheels, which are obviously back here. This one's not an easy wheel to get on. As you'll just about see once I get the camera in place. Because of the way the car's sitting. Oh, that was easier than it was taking it out. So that goes on like that. And that goes on like that. Now these aren't torqued yet. I'm just going to nip them up T with the impact. Reason I'm not torquing them is I haven't got the settings for everything. And they'll have to come off again. So same with the other side. I just realised I can actually flip the camera around while we're filming this once, which is something I could not do in the previous video recording software. So same again. Take the tool. This one gets in the normal way, which with a Regal you have to actually take the wheel up from below. And this is actually the same with all Regals, so this would be the 330s, the 325s. The earlier versions I imagine are the same. Just because the wheel arch comes down lower than the top of the tyre, you have to pivot them down to get them back in. It's quite a challenge, especially when you're limited space where the Regal is now. But needs must. So if I get this zipped up, one, no, that one wasn't right in. 2, that's 4. Now, what we can do is something I do like checking just with these. Brakes are spot on. So, that's the brakes done on the Regal. So that's all I'm planning on doing today on this car, because I've got another project that's waiting for brake stuff to be done. So I'm away to do it. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this short video of bleeding the Regal's brakes and me getting to try out my brand new brake tool. So if you've enjoyed the video and liked watching this video, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to keep up to date with the latest videos on this Regal, the super van restoration, the kitten when it comes onto the channel, the Scimitar, the Super Robin, and the vehicle that's coming to the channel in the near future that I'm looking at. Unfortunately, you can't see yet. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos and want to keep up to date with all this lovely fiberglass Reliance and all sorts. But hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you again next time.